Hey everybody! I know it's been a couple weeks since I've posted, but I wanted to say hi and that I am back, and I almost wasn't going to post. I wasn't sure if I was going to post a video today because I've just been feeling really sick these past few days, and I haven't really thought of a topic to be able to talk about. But I didn't want to not make one and totally think that like I ditched you guys or anything. Just a lot of personal things have been going on. Nothing serious, but I've been going through a lot of personal growth, and so I've just been taking some me time. He is going to be coming home in March, and about mid-March or so, and I'm so excited for that. And that's the other thing too, like, he's been coming home, so there's been a lot of transition conversations that he and I have been having. There's been finals and school picking back up, and Active Minds that I'm a part of has been picking up. So I've just been really, really busy. And on top of my own personal growth, it's been a bit stressful at times. But things are going really well, and I don't know if any of you guys have anything that you guys want to talk to me about. My inbox is still open, and I'd love to hear from all of you, and how are things going with you, and how are things going with the deployment that you might be on, or how are things going with the long distance. One of the things I was thinking about talking about was PTSD. Personally, I've had my own PTSD. I had PTSD for two different things. One thing was when I was younger, and another thing is I was in a car accident about a year ago. So I think one thing that about PTSD that people don't realize is that it does still affect other people other than soldiers. Not to downplay soldiers who have PTSD, but it's they aren't the only ones that deal with it, and so they aren't alone. I know for my first PTSD, like the first time I got PTSD, it's something still that I struggle with, but not much. My struggles now are with where I'm at with everything. When I was younger, I was able to talk to a therapist and talk with someone through that when I needed to, and I wouldn't be where I am with it, with the situation, if I hadn't gone to therapy. Therapy does work. Therapy does work once you find the right therapist. If it's not working with one of your therapists, you need to find another one, because you can get better. I didn't use any medications personally for PTSD, or anxiety even. I've never been on any of that, and I was still able to process it. One thing I've been able to do with Russ is be able to relate to him a little bit. I'm not saying that he has PTSD, because at this point I don't think he does. He's just having a hard time dealing with some different things, but nothing that's too interfering with his life. But I know that there are probably some people out there who have spouses with PTSD, and I want you to know that you're not alone, and there are other people out there that you can talk to. I know that I haven't been in a combat situation, but I know what it feels like to feel helpless. I know what it feels like to have a flashback and not be in the moment and not be able to know what's going on. I know what it feels like to be so depressed about and harp on what happened and what I could have done to change what happened. So I can give that kind of perspective. If there's anybody who wants some insight. I mean, I can't give all of the answers, but I definitely can give you some perspective if you need some. And if not, I can always help you, direct you to some resources to get conversation going, for them to see therapy, to see somebody, or what you can do to help. When your loved one has PTSD, it's not something that you can go through alone, and they can't go through it alone. So you need to be able to help yourself as well as help them to help themselves. The thing about PTSD is no matter how much you're there for them, there's a certain level that they have to face on their own, and you just have to be behind them as support. Or next to them, holding their hand, telling them it's okay, and it's going to be okay. And that's seriously the best thing you can do, is to be behind them or be next to them and hold their hand and say it's going to be okay, and that you're going to be there for them. So that's my advice when it comes to PTSD. Like I said, I have some experience, but if anybody else has any more questions or needs to talk about anything, just my links, everything is down in the description, and I hope to talk to you guys again next week. Have a good week. Bye.